Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. I hope that you guys are doing okay this morning. As you come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Also, if you would like to support the channel, you can definitely support the channel via Cash App, or you can hit the thanks button with the heart at the bottom to give donations to the channel to support the channel. As I said, I want you guys to know that I definitely appreciate you guys. I would really love it if you all would start sharing the videos. Sharing the videos help us to consistently go up the subscribership. Since they are trying to shadow ban my videos and things of that nature, I've had haters from the start and they don't stop. Okay. So what we have to do is we just have to consistently persevere by just sharing the videos, outsmarting them by sharing the videos, hitting the like buttons to keep my videos and things of that nature in the algorithm. Because if they can shadow ban me, that means that they can steal my lingo, they can steal my words, my what I say on my videos, and go and remake them, and people don't know that it actually came from my channel. Okay. And I don't even mind people using my stuff, but they don't even want to say where they got it from. Okay. Because whenever I go lurking on somebody else's page and I get something, if I talk about something, I'll say where I got it from. Because I guess, but that comes from me not having that crabs in a barrel mentality either. You know what I mean? I'm just not one. I've never been a dogmatic person. Um, uh, I mean, that's just how I am. I don't do that, but I see that there are a lot of people. You could tell that they've made it a lifestyle doing it. Okay, but anyways, you guys, I wanted to talk about straight drop. Okay, and let me just say this about straight drive because I know in the beginning when I first started doing videos about straight drive, I had people to say, "Well, it sound like to me you trying to make excuses for his bad behavior." I've never tried to make excuses for straight drive. The only thing that I've ever said was straight drive is the same age as my children, and I think it's a shame when you have OGs that mislead um the younger people. I'm not saying that I never said he didn't know what he was doing. I was just saying I knew that a person that had been into some of the stuff that Straight Drop was in has to be a troubled individual. Okay. And but I wanted to talk about, who was funding Straight Drop before Young Dolph's death. As we start to learn more about Straight Drop, and I would have to say allegedly, we start to hear a whole lot of stuff and all of the connections and the people that are connected to him and the circles that he ran in, right? And of course, Straight Drop had on his very own page, okay, before this assassination, before they started trying to scrub stuff, that he was a paid hitman. He said that, So if he was a paid hitman, it makes you wonder who was paying him to be a hitman. Because and I'm hearing now that these people don't get paid when they go and they taking these folks' lives. They give them what, $5,000 or $10,000. But I did hear that for the Young Dolph's hit, it was a whole lot more. It was a whole lot more. Some people say, I've heard some people say it was only 20. Whatever it wasn't enough to take a life. If it had been a million, that's not enough to take a human life. Okay. It's not enough to take a human life because that's something that you can't get back. There is no value that you could, or monetary value that you could ever put on a human being's life, not even his, right? Because life is more precious than money. And I think that's where people have gotten it twisted. Okay. But he said himself that he was a paid hitman. Okay. So when all the stuff started to hit the fan, when his friends and stuff started to go live and troll, because I guess they were so happy because Young Dolph was a star, in there, and um he was a star. A lot of them were so jealous they thought that we got a big one. That's the mindset of that's how twisted a lot of these people are. We got a big one. He was a star. We took him down. He'll never be able to make more money or talk about his jewelry or take care of his family. That's how pathetic our community. That's the state that our community is in, and it pisses me off because we know that there were OGs that was involved in encouraging these young men, right, to go and make these dumb, twisted decisions. And then they have the nerve to get mad. Everybody want the feds to come and get us. Nigga, y'all did that. Y'all did that with y'all patheticness and jealousy. So who was funding Straight Drop, okay, before Young Dolph's death? Because let me just say this, when people, sit up and they talk about um they say, well, it's when they want to say I kind of go, I have a soft spot. I used to counsel the youth, especially young men that were straight drops age, and when they in juvenile, when they was going back and forth through the juvenile system. I made it a point, and I did it for free because I was working for the sheriff's office. This is something I did in my off time, to go to jail east once a month. I did it. Okay, because I was growing at that time. I was working. I was growing. Had thought about starting a nonprofit organization, and I actually had wanted to counsel the young ladies, but they already had a lot of organizations. And I remember the chief saying to me, "Miss Tamara, I don't mind you going over there and counseling and talking with them over there at the jail," because he was the chief. He said, "But they already got a lot of women going in and out of there counseling the juvenile females. We don't have a lot of people to go and counsel the juvenile males." I said, "Really? Well, I'll do that." So I know that was just I mean, and I learned a lot about how. That's the reason why I say a lot of these kids are hurting, and it started in their home. Okay. And so when you have people like Straight Drop, and I don't know what Straight Drop's home was like. I haven't gone and looked at pull anything to see if there was any issues at his home or anything like that. I haven't, when he was growing up. But I know that there is something that's not right, and it could be genetics. Okay. So when people say, but you always talking about the people that paid them, because that is the root of the problem. The people that pay them to do these hits, that they are the root. That's the root of the tree. That's what I've been talking about since I've been on Facebook YouTube for almost a year now. But that's what I've been talking about for many years. Roots of a tree. Even on my TV show, the root of the tree is the problem. If you could dig up the root of the tree and dig that rotten tree up, that eliminates all the limbs and the branches that's on that tree. Nothing else rotten could ever come from it. And all the leaves and stuff is going to fall too. When that tree falls, everything on it falls. Okay? So who was funding Straight Drop? Straight Drop was living in a high rise downtown. Okay. And I ain't gonna tell no stories. I went and I did some histories on it to see who name and stuff the lights was in and all of that. And it seems like to me, if I can remember right, it was a female. Okay. I don't know who the female was. It seemed like to me the female might have been in her 30s or something like that. I can't remember verbatim, but I know that it that don't mean nothing, because these dudes will get girls to put stuff in their names so that it can never trace back to them, so that people can't go and pull their addresses and things of that nature. But I do know this, $1,900 a month apartment, that's a lot of damn money. Okay. And you think about the high rise that Straight Drop was living in. Straight Drop was living in a high rise that a lot of doctors and lawyers and wealthy businessmen lived in. Okay, lives in. It's an exclusive building. Okay, it's an exclusive building. And one of the reasons why you never hear me say the name of it is because I don't want people calling that high rise, okay, um, harassing them people or trying to lie and fake like they this, and that. Okay. Messing with those people. But I'm sure whatever video that they got, because they went there, they was able to go retrieve something. Okay. That high rise ain't even the people that work there, there's security because there's cameras everywhere. When you talking about high rises like that, there are cameras all on the outside and on the inside because it's exclusive. But the word on the street is they went and retrieved something. Okay. He was seen, they got something as far as video. Okay. See, that's the good thing about when you live in exclusive places like that. They don't because they charge that much money, they really don't cut corners on security and things of that nature because you got all kinds of people that make a lot of money that live in that. So who was funding that? How could Stray Drop come up with almost $2,000 a month, okay, to live in a high rise, an exclusive high rise? And see, that's why I was talking about, you have to get the root of the tree. And a lot of these people that have the money, okay, to give these young dudes like Straight Drop to go and do these hits, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. It's a damn shame before God what they're doing. They are the ones really that's destroying our community. They are. They think they being gangsters. You a bunch of damn fools. A bunch of old damn fools. Not only are they ruining the younger generation, they are also ruining the whole Black community. And I'm willing to bet that a lot of them are probably in the entertainment industry wanting for somebody to support them so that we can fund them so that they can become even bigger terrorists. It's a damn shame that Straight Drop, as I always say, Straight Drop was a nice looking kid. Okay, little bow legs and stuff. My one of my daughters even said, "Mama, I don't mean no harm. Don't be mad at me. But if I had met Straight Drop before all this stuff happened with Young Dog, I would have talked to him. He was cute. They was born in the same damn year. So he could have easily been marketed to the young ladies because, I mean, he could have got better as a rapper. He wasn't bad anyways. Instead, they saw a troubled person. You got to be mentally troubled to have the type of charges that Straight Drop has had in the past that he's even dealing with now, aside from the Young Dogs case. And so when people know that you're a little thrown off, it's a damn shame that these OGs take that as an advantage, take advantage of that. Oh, he a little thrown off. And they ruin their lives because a lot of times they want them in jail anyways, especially if they got little girlfriends, little baby mamas and stuff. These old heads be won't go ahead, get him out the way. I can have my way with his gal. I take care of your gal. Yeah, you taking care of it in more than one way a lot of times. And I'm just talking about in general. That's what's going on. And these young dudes don't even know that because they old ass is 20, 30 years older than these girls. They want the little dude out the way so that they can have their girl. And a lot of these dudes don't even know that. But who was funding him? He say he was a paid hitman. Who was paying him to be a hitman? Who was it? Because if we could get to the bottom of that, we could start to clean up the problem in the street because those are the problems. It's a damn shame when, number one, because I'm not saying at all that he was right. I'm not excusing what he do when these kids can even be paid to be hitmen. And it's another damn shame when these OGs are so willing to do it. Because as I said, to them, their lives mean something. I gotta floss and flodge and fake So I got to be on the outside. I can't go. I just want them out the way because I don't ever, a lot of times they ain't got no talent. I mean, taking somebody out, taking young Dolph out ain't advanced nobody's career. It hasn't made them more famous. If anything, it has made them infamous. Okay? That's it. But people are so screwed up. They go, I'll take the likes and the views and the fame, whether it's infamous or not. Any way I can get it. That's how twisted a lot of people are. But who was funding Straight Drop? Who was funding him? Because somebody was funding him. And I got a strange feeling that or a good feeling or whatever kind of feeling. It's just a feeling that if y'all can figure out who was funding him before the Young Dolph situation, it'll lead you right to who funded him to do this Young Dolph situation. And if they can be got, and I don't, I hear the feds on top of their game. I hear they spinning like a mother sucker. I ain't just pulling it out my ass because I don't cap. Before I cap, I won't say it because I'll say in a minute, I don't know. But I hear they out there spinning for real. So they got to have God on their side because God is the biggest hitter. So I'm almost sure that they probably know who was funding him before the Young Dolph situation, who funded him to do the Young Dolph situation, and who then got scared and funded that lawyer. Okay? Because see, a lot of people go, well, I think they just want to get Cornelius's lawyer, and then they didn't want to get both of them at the same time. It wouldn't look good. Whatever they decided to do, once they had been zoned in on, and they whoever it was, I hear they have. I don't know who they are. So whoever these people are that participated in this, they was already zoned in on in the very beginning. So it ain't nothing that they could have did other than help to consistently incriminate themselves, because they was even they was doing a whole lot of stuff as far as intimidation. They was steady sending their little dudes out, and it was tracing right back to their camp. But I hear the feds already know, so it ain't really nothing. They could have got him a lawyer months ago if that was the play. Okay. And it wouldn't have made a difference because the outcome is still going to be the exact same. But I believe that their intentions was to leave him out to dry. Okay. And it's crunch time now. And some people have had to rethink some things, and folks falling out because some people spending some money here. As much money as a lot of these folks say they got, and they say they messed with him like that, he should have been had a lawyer. But they was too busy trying to intimidate and troll on YouTube, or paying. I guess they was paying. They decided that paying trolls to try and intimidate witnesses and things of that nature, and people on YouTube and on social media was more important than getting him a lawyer, whoever these people were. I don't know. But I knew at some point a lawyer would come up, especially when it was crunch time. When you start seeing that these folks ain't playing with you, the tone always try to change. I don't really care how bad people try to be. These folks doing a lot of this stuff that they're doing, putting all this negative stuff into the atmosphere because mentally they are flipping out because they know their life is over. They ain't gonna tell you that. And it's a damn shame that they've helped to, instead of helping Straight Drop in a positive way, they helped to ruin his life. But they wouldn't have gave a damn about that. They flipping out because they understand now my life is ruined. All because of jealousy. So who was funding Straight Drop? Okay, I'm going back to that. Because if we could figure out who was funding him before Young Dolph's death, it'll lead us straight to who funded him for Young Dolph's death. Okay? Okay? It'll lead us straight to that. All right? All right, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. I want to talk some more about that, but I'm gonna leave that alone. I might do something for my members. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this off. I'll do something for my members. I'll do a continuation for my members, okay? Because I kind of have been I ain't been lacing them up. I'm trying to learn the new slang and stuff like I should have been. Okay. And I'm gonna start doing that. But please like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Talk to you later.